Send me the fucking letter. God got me. I dare you send it to me. Send it. You got my...
He's practically off the hinges and just exposed his former employer. Okay, people. Bong kakat football. And you know what happened? United lost 3-0. And there's a civil war going on, bro. United fans are having a meltdown. It's crazy. A lot of screaming. A lot of delusionality. Delulu. A lot of Delulu fans still. Some have started to wake up. But we'll talk about this later. Let's get into the game first, right? You see this statement by Erik ten Hag. Read this statement from Erik ten Hag, okay? They play with a high line, so we have to get in behind. What is this, bro? What is this? And United Harry said, and I agree with this completely, 600 million pounds and more, by the way, to become a counter-attack ball over the top team. Embarrassing. 600 million pounds spent to be Stoke City in the 2000s. All right? Make it make sense. I don't think Stoke City ever spent 600 pounds throughout their whole existence, bro. What is this? And down here, Nizena said now he wants to copy Ole Ball. For fuck's sake. Like, that's exactly it. We've been through this before. Ole playing, low block, over the top, counter. We've been through this before. We didn't like it. Counter-attacking is not an identity. Counter-attacking is something every club should do. United in the 90s, in the early 2000s, were not a counter-attacking team. United were just good at counter-attacking. But United always tried to dominate the ball. United always had possession. Do you people even watch football? Do you people even watch football, bro? Why are you okay with this tactic? Why? You're playing at home against Spurs and you want to play haram ball, bro. Make it make sense. After spending and the Spurs without Son, by the way. A sonless Spurs, bro. I was about to say sperm. Hey, yo. You get me? Makes no sense, right? And you look at this lineup. The moment, you see, I wanted a different lineup, right? I'm going to show you my lineup. I wanted this lineup. I wanted balance. If you don't have a number 6, then play 2, go McFred. Just play with 2 defensive midfielders. You don't have a number 6 who can control possession, in the first phase. Then fine, play with 2 defensive midfielders to protect your back line. And Casemiro is a better passer of the ball than Bruno anyway. He can do the long balls, the direct balls better than Bruno anyway. You saw it in the match, bro. You saw it in the match. Casemiro was just pinging balls, bro. He was doing oles, bro. He was nutmegging the Spurs defenders, bro. Where United should have scored. I saw that one chance where he made a pass, nutmeg a Spurs player, should have scored. Someone, I forgot who he passed to though. Like, and you know what's funny, right? You know what's funny? Amad Diallo and Eriksen have been the most informed players. Like they always drop at least a 7, right? Every match. And Eriksen is probably a top scorer at this point. Eriksen is probably the top scorer. But what is it about Ten Hag where he keeps like treating, technical players like his bastards, bro? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, whether they play well or they don't play well, they're getting dropped. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, Rashford and Bruno dropping stinkers after stinkers, they get starts, bro. This is the starting lineup, by the way. So number 1 week, the moment I saw this starting lineup, I knew it was going to be chaos. And it was chaos, from beginning. Spurs scored before the red card, right? And it was chaos, bro. It was just chaos. Like, what is this midfield, bro? I would have dropped Kobe Mainu. Okay, I don't understand one thing about Ten Hag, right? Why do you play players that can't play 90 minutes and just pre-plan the substitution? And we've seen this happen time and time again. He's going to do the substitution anyway, no matter what. The pre-planned substitutions like Xerxes, Mainu, even if we're chasing the game, like what was that game that we're chasing? I forgot, bro. This guy got me losing my memory, bro. This Ten Hag, bro. Like, Kobe Mainu, maybe he's not ready to be a starter. Okay, and I think he got injured anyway. Like, this midfield can't work, okay? Because Kobe Mainu in the first phase, you can just run straight past him. Ugarte, I don't know. Maybe he hasn't gotten used to the pace, okay? I don't know. I just saw this and I knew it wouldn't work. Bruno is off form. Like, why is it so hard? You see, like I said in previous videos, once a manager start having favorites, that means it's about to end. That means he's got a problem and his tenure is about to end. That's some of the signs, right? When you have favorites and you don't drop them no matter what, bro. I don't care if he's a captain. You can drop a captain, bro. Ferguson ran Roy Keane out the club. That was the best captain, one of the best captains United ever had, bro. If you're like a proper manager, you see things for what it is. Of course, Fergie had his favorites like Darren Fletcher. And to be honest, that's why Fergie always lost against Barcelona, because he had his favorites like Darren Fletcher. You're not going to win matches against Barcelona. You're not going to win multiple Champions League titles with Darren Fletcher in your midfield, bro. And Michael Carrick having to carry the whole midfield. This is why I said when managers start to have favorites, they're going to start losing. So Fergie never got the glorious, he never got glory in Europe the way he would have wanted to, because he had favorites. It's as simple as that. But that's fine, because otherwise he's successful. We don't care. This guy, Ten Hag, like Fergie was successful before he even joined Manchester United, bro. This is why I never understood all these Ten Hag fanboys trying to compare Ten Hag with Fergie, bro. Fergie was already way more successful than Ten Hag before he joined United. Aberdeen hasn't won a title since. He won a European Cup with Aberdeen, bro. Do you even know where that is? Bro, you don't even understand the language, the accent. You don't even understand the Aberdeen accent. He won the European Cup with Aberdeen. So stop comparing Ten Hag to Fergie. And my bad, Fergie, for the slander. But it's true. Darren Fletcher is not going to win you multiple championships. You're going to get outplayed by Barcelona all day, okay? When you don't spend after Ronaldo, you could argue that was the Glazers anyway. But Ten Hag has spent way more than Fergie's whole tenure probably. And he wants to play haram ball, bro. He started Garnacho and Rashford, bro, and Bruno. Okay, he knows Garnacho ain't gonna play 90 minutes. He knows Xerxes ain't gonna play 90 minutes. He knows Mainu ain't gonna play 90 minutes. Maybe Ugarte can't play 90 minutes either. He gonna play them. He's gonna pre-plan the substitution, and no matter what happens in the match, the substitutions are gonna be made. This guy is rigid, and I don't care if he's whatever, if he's winning, but he's not winning. He got 8th place last season, which the Ten Hag inners still they can't compute what that means. In 10 years, that's gonna be on the record that this manager, the worst place in the league in Manchester United history, unless he's not sacked this season and he breaks that record. That's gonna be on the record forever, bro. Okay, unless it goes downhill from last season, we don't know, right? But as of now, if Ineos does something about this and eventually gets some form of success, that 8th place, that's gonna be on the record. And we're gonna remember you who supported this guy instead of the club, okay? Not supporting a manager is not supporting the club. A manager is only an employer. That's it. Okay? If you support the manager more than you want the club to see success, you support the manager, you don't support the club. Okay? And then Bruno got the red card. Bro, even before the red card, United were done. And Spurs was shit, bro. Any other team in this position, Man City or whatever, would have gotten 10-0. Liverpool would have gotten 10-0 easy, bro. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. There's nothing else to say. It was the wrong tactics. You could see it was chaos from the starting, from the whistle, bro. It was chaos. It was absolute chaos. There's so many reasons for it. We don't have enough, okay? You can watch all the other pundits on YouTube. They have 1 hour, 2 hour streams. Maybe they'll get to all of the reasons. And speaking of fans, yeah, I mean, all the Ten Hag fanboys are like, oh, I finally see it. I'm done with this manager. Now you see it, right? Now you see it. You didn't see it when United got 8th place in the league. That wasn't alarming. That's going to be in the record books, bro. That is going to be in the record books. Do you understand what that means? It's going to be there forever, etched in stone. And you supported that. You didn't see nothing wrong with that. Give this guy another chance. You make all kinds of excuses. So I'm not surprised when some fans who have been warning everyone are like angry, like triggered right now. All right, this is a video of Saeed, because sending for Goldbridge, okay?
Goldfish, yeah? You fucking absolute whopper, yeah? You absolute prick you are, mate. Today, yeah, my man's tweeting about it's the same old faces. He spent 600 million. He has sent 600 million. You dirty copper, mate, who's fucking
Bro, he said dirty copper, bro. He said
with that fucking, who is it again? What agency? That fucking agency you're working with, and you've coerced your fucking subscribers to thinking it's all good, mate. You absolute whopper, mate. I swear down, bro. I swear down. It's personal between me and you as well. I swear down. Because this guy puts absolute shit on his platform, yeah? And everyone just goes and says, you know what? Whatever Mark Goldfish says, you fucking prick, mate. Now, I've had enough.
Yo. And Saeed also went at Stephen Howson, Stratford Paddock. I've been eyeing these people, bro, because I've watched Goldbridge since back in the day when he was just some random white dude with like a green screen. I've been watching Full-Time Devils since back in the day, bro. When Rants and Bands was on that channel. I mean, not as a regular, but one of the pundits. Bro, and I just stopped watching them. At one point, I just stopped watching them. They just didn't seem independent enough. Like they had an agenda. Like, because I always see something wrong with the team or with the manager, but they just don't see it, or they choose to not see it. And now a lot of things are coming out in the light now. Maybe, yeah, they are on the payroll. Who knows, allegedly, but it does seem like that. That's why Goldbridge is going wild, just criticizing all the players, bro. At one point, I think it was earlier in the season, he was criticizing Ten Hag. Maybe the chat came late. I don't know. Maybe they didn't bank in the money soon enough. So, yeah. But yesterday, you could see it. It was clear that he had an agenda against the players, okay? But, yeah, the problem is, why are you people watching him still? Like, back in the day, we had no choice. There was only a few United channels. Even Saeed was on the United Stand. So was Rants. So was a lot of people. They were under all these sort of like channels backed by media. These are businesses pretty much, backed by media groups, right? But now when you have all these people going independent, and they were the reason you watch those channels in the first place, because it was Rants and Flex, to me personally, that made United Stand interesting. And Flex already started his own thing. Rance did his thing. You know, the same with Full-Time Devils. There was two funny white guys. They left the channel anyway. Same with Stratford Paddock. All like, you know, yeah. So why are you watching Mark Goldbridge? He's not even a Manchester United supporter. He's like a Nottingham Forest supporter, bro. It's just wild, bro. They have agendas. You want to talk about agendas? They have agendas, and they're paid to have that agenda. Okay, they see the same things that we see, but they don't say, you know, the things that they're supposed to say. They're saying the things that they're allowed to say, right? Stratford Paddock, you're like, it's going to take, you know, Stratford Paddock, especially, I saw it during the Ole days. I remember, bro. It took them to see things so, we watch the same matches every day. We see the haram ball tactics. We see, you know, we see it all. But they never want to point all of those up. They need something to be obvious until we got beat by Liverpool, like what, 5-0? I think Spurs beat Ole's team 6-1 even, right? They needed things to be so obvious to them for them to finally say something about it. Something that if you actually watch the football matches, you would recognize it. You would realize it. Things that most people who watch 90 minutes of football can recognize. Such as, I've been saying Rashford, he just runs for like years, bro. He hasn't developed any of his other techniques. He just runs, okay? Hasn't developed his crossing, his passing. No. even during his purple patch. It's things you see if you watch the 90 minutes of football. But if you have an agenda, if you are on the payroll, you're not going to say it. You're scared to offend. You're scared of saying the truth, I guess. Anyway, and then Faz dropped like a sort of like a clanger expose, right? On David Brent.
Lying. The fact that you go on camera, yeah, this man went on camera and said fans outside Old Trafford, you think I don't know. And then you text me saying, tell Saeed that I didn't mean him. Let me say the truth then. Let me say the truth. Rasmus asked you for the interview because Rasmus was a fan of the channel. So it makes sense for you to back Rasmus Højlund. No? No? How many agents lining up on the phone texting you for PR? Let's be honest now. So being positive is trendy for you. It gets you numbers. No wonder you got your producer watching everyone else's channels and saying he's got this many live viewers during the watch along. He's got that many viewers watching live. Send the letter, bro. Send me the letter. I dare you. Send me the fucking letter. God got me. I dare you send it to me. Send it. You got my...
He's gone off the hinges and just exposed his former employer. Faz, by the way, was on United Stand. I did not know because I don't watch the United Stand until he went independent and, joined all the other, had his own channel. Okay, I subscribed to the channel, so should you, and all the other channels. He started joining the streams, right? So this is he just exposed Goldbridge. Like, this is an ex-employer, okay? Whistleblower, whatever you want to call it. I believe snitch. I don't believe in the old age saying of snitches get stitches. I don't believe in that. I believe I'm an adult. I'm a civilian. So I believe snitches get riches. If something is wrong, say something about it, right?
Address. Send me the letter. You say that us fans were toxic. Yeah? Us fans were toxic because we didn't believe in the manager. So what are you? Because last time I checked, ain't nobody ever gonna fucking tell me that there's a suspicion that I'm a fan of a different club. Ain't nobody ever gonna say that.
He's alluding to the fact that the Goldfish is a Nottingham Forest fan.
Ain't nobody ever gonna say that. I remember specifically, your producer told me that my solo views were low because of my take. So it didn't make financial sense for you. It's the best thing you ever did for me is freeing me, bro. Freeing me. All of these platforms, they cannot tell the truth. They hold it in.
They do. Don't watch them, bro. Don't watch them. It's propaganda. And it's funded. It's funded propaganda. At least, even if these independent creators, have agendas, at least it's from the heart. It's their agenda. It's not paid for by some, And it makes sense that Mark Goldbridge had a whole agenda against Xerxes. It's not because he doesn't like Xerxes. It's probably because he's friends with Højlund. And Højlund is shit, by the way. If you can't even get the ball to Xerxes, and also, even if you get the ball to Xerxes, he's gonna flick it to either Rashford and Garnacho. And Rashford and Garnacho does not have the technique or the awareness to receive the flick in the first place. And Rashford and Garnacho are so shit at keeping possession. What the fuck does it matter? What does it matter if you have Xerxes? If your inside forwards can't do shit, all they can do is run. Bro, track and field. It doesn't matter, okay? I don't think Xerxes did anything wrong in the match that nobody else did worse. Like Bruno. Watch the Bruno highlights, bro. It's fucked up. Why is Mark Goldbridge not talking about Bruno or Ten Hag setting up the team like that? And even if you want to talk shit about Xerxes, why don't you speak about why does Ten Hag even start Xerxes? Like, what is the game plan? When he knows that he's going to sub this guy and Mainu is a pre-planned substitution. Anyway, why are you playing players that you don't trust to finish 90 minutes, right? And Mainu shouldn't be depended on in midfield, okay? When you have people like Casemiro, Ugarte, right? Even Bruno should, but you can't depend on Bruno to do anything. He can barely play his position, so why even play him in midfield anyway, right? So he clearly has an agenda. This is Ricky who's on the United Stand. This is just some comedy. I agree with this, by the way. He just put Johnny Evans, Mainu, and Ahmad in the United Spurs combined 11. Anyway, all I'm saying is don't watch the United Stand. Like, why are you even watching? I don't get it. Okay. I don't get you people, man. I used to watch them when we had no choice. Actually, I just stopped watching them when they booted Rants and Flex off the channel anyway. Because what does Mark Goldbridge offer to anyone? Like, what? Like, he was funny when he was going around the beach throwing pineapples or whatever. Now, what does he have to say? That's like, what? It was Rance and Flex and Saeed who made the channel interesting, and I guess now they still have Ricky, but they kind of make fun of him, you know, on Twitter. Even though he's on point, he's been on point. He's always been on point, except maybe McTominay. I don't know. But yeah, don't watch these big channels. Like stay off the United Stands, Stratford Paddock. These channels that are run by media groups, they don't really care about the club. Okay, they don't. They just don't. If they do, they would speak their mind, right? If you see your friend going down a dark path, maybe he's on the drugs, on something. Do you support that behavior, or do you say you need to stop this, right? Yeah. If you see what the problem is with the club and it's the manager, no brainer. What's speaking shit about the manager who's supposed to do his job for the club is not being a bad supporter. It's being a good homie. That's what being a good homie entails. That means you care about the club. This guy is destroying the club with his, haram ball tactics. Haram, bro. This is not proper halal. This is haram, bro. Rubber dingy rapids, bro. Make it make sense, okay? I have nothing else to say. I'm starting to say nonsense, to be honest. Starting to speak nonsense. Yo, alright. Thanks for watching, whoever you are. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Peace.